Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. Let me just make sure you're straight. Give you a bit of a clean. I don't know if that made a difference. Anyway, you join me today for episode number, I think it is 14 of the comeback series. And I thought today I would actually take you through my push session. I don't actually think I have filmed this session on YouTube yet. So what better time to do it than today? In terms of any updates, I am feeling a lot better. I know in the last video I mentioned like I was feeling a bit ill. I feel like today is the day where I've felt like I'm pretty much like, yeah, back to, I guess, normal. So yeah, I'm feeling good. I'm ready to train push today. And yeah, I guess I would just talk you through my session, give you some updates along the way, just be a bit of a chit-chatty training session really. So yeah, I've had my pre-workout as always, defib. If you want to get a discount as well, I have a discount code, ELS15, for 15% off. I always leave my link in my bio if you ever want to get anything from HR Labs. I've also had my ride-on, which I absolutely love, especially for push. It's a great pump product. So I've had my ride-on, had my defib. I'm about to go into the gym and train. So I guess without further ado, let's get on with it. I've also got, Loz gave me this. I'm going to give this back to Loz if you're watching. I need to give this back to you. But it's come very handy. But I do need to give it back to you. So remind me when I see you. Although I'll probably see you before this video goes live. So if you're watching this and I haven't given it back to you yet, I'm really sorry. Anyway, let's go and train. And I will catch you guys in there in a second. So I always start off my session, as always, with a bit of mobility work pre-session, which kind of looks the same across all of my sessions, to be honest. So I won't talk too much about this, but I like to use this band and I'll just do it and you can see. So start off just by, I don't actually know what these are called, but I do these at the start to just get a little bit of movement. I always feel like my shoulders get really stiff. So I'll just do a few of these. I never really count, to be honest. I just kind of go until I feel like I've done enough. And then because my neck gets really tight, I actually like to do this, hold it, and then I pull it down and look to the side. And it really stretches my neck. Oh, this is so good. I'm really overdue a massage, to be honest. So, yeah, I'm feeling very stiff. Ooh. Oh, did you hear that? I don't know if you got that on the mic, but that was a good click. And then I come on to my hands and knees. I do some scapular movements. And then I like to just stretch my lats a little bit because I'm doing push. If my lats are tight, that will limit my ability to press. So I like to just, I might actually do it here. Or stretch out the lats. And then I'll do a bit of this to my back. Just, oh. Anyone would think I was a fucking old woman. I dread to think what I'm gonna be like when I am actually an old woman. I'll probably end up in a wheelchair. Okay. Just a little bit. Okay, so first exercise, lying calf wire raise. And I like to do this on the bench. I could do it on the floor. And I used to do it on the floor. But I prefer doing it on a bench. So just personal preference. And I always forget where I have the cables. So hopefully I've got it right today. I think I have. I'll probably get into it and then realise I've done it wrong, but there we go. So one common mistake I see a lot of clients make with this is they have the bench way too close. So when you're doing a lateral raise or a Y raise, a lot of the time the bench actually needs to be further away than you think, because if you're having the cuff around your wrist, then you want to make sure that when you're here, the line that your arm comes across in matches up with the cable so that it's actually staying in line and not shifting up and down. So that actually might be a little bit too far. But I'll show you what I mean. When you're here, you can see the cable doesn't actually like move, the line stays where it is. Okay. So I'm pretty warm, so I'm gonna go straight in now.
Oh, he was fucking sick. But I just think.
Oh, okay. Ooh. Ooh. What you got?
It's just got custard.
I love custard. What? The cream of rice? 225. Wow. What way? What way? No, what flavour? Calculated. What do you use Perform? Did you see my story yesterday?
Yeah, which one was it? You want wasn't the chocolate one? The Dubai one, isn't it?
Yeah, the Dubai chocolate. I also got the baklava, the cookie dough, and I got chocolate raspberry.
Never tried any of that.
Yeah, neither have I.
I'm a basic thing.
The baklava is good. Do you like nutty kind of? It's like, have you had the white chocolate one? It's kind of like, tastes a bit like the white chocolate one at the start. Then you get like nutty taste after. Highly recommend.
What do you have again?
I had it on cream of rice yesterday. Because I was going to have, I was like, I don't know if that would go with my chocolate cream of rice. But then I really wanted to try it. So I tried a bit and I was like, no, that will go really nice. No, it's good. I like to have a few different flavours on the go. I don't want to have just one flavour. I like to have choice.
Give the choice. How boring our lives are.
You're in the YouTube video. Let me show. This is the cream of rice. 225 grams. Looks nice. It looks a bit like.
Let everyone comment.
It looks a bit like soup. Oh, I don't know about that consistency.
How is it the same thing?
No. It needs to be thick. How do you cook it?
2 minutes on, minute off, minute on. Minute
In the microwave? Yeah. How is it? How much water do you put in?
So for 225, I'll put 625 water.
I'm watching Attack on Titan and I just want to be the best fighter.
Yeah, but how is it that runny?
I just don't microwave it that much.
Try do you like it like that consistency? Oh, okay.
I mean, do you like it like starch,
Thick.
like cement?
I like it like mashed potato consistency.
Oh no.
But like creamy mashed potato, like thick. So like you cut into it. I like it warm, but I would still eat it like that cold.
Extra cold.
Yeah.
So I can have it thicker when it's warm, but not when it's cold. I feel
Really?
Like it really.
But that just to me it just looks like you're drinking it. Comment down below how you have your cream of rice. Back off set now. And I'm doing just a slightly lighter set. So, prime incline press now. This is probably one of my favourite high incline presses. I think this one is a slightly newer version where the handles are like actually slightly in front. I think the older one, the handles are more out to the side, so it wasn't as comfortable. And I actually like to almost sit my bum a little bit further forwards on this, just so it feels more comfortable. A lot of people don't like this machine, but I love it. So, yeah. Let's move it up. There it is. Feels like a full shot to me. Fun fact, I actually thought that my push sessions would regress a lot more than they have. They actually haven't regressed at all. I've held on to this weight the whole time during the push so far, so shocked myself a little bit there because usually in a diet phase, push is the first thing to go. But I think it also shows how important it is to like be steady, because this prep has been really steady and it's meant that I've been able to hold on to my push performance. Whereas if it had been more aggressive, I don't think I would have. So can't complain on that. Alright. Can go. That was good. The way I like to load this on my back off is I just take off the plate that was on here. So I have more weight at the top, which means that it drops off slightly as I get short, which makes more sense on a back off. Atlantis press. Again, another fave of mine. And movement that I've been able to hold my strength on.
Go on. Yeah, dive. Through now. Come on. I'm on your own in 1 minute. Push! One more. Come on in. Drive! Bit more, bit more. Come on, come on!
Nice. Oh,
That last one.
that was a hard lost rep.
That last one was like, is she going to get it? Is she going to get it? And then I saw you like go down a little bit. I was like, okay, a little bit.
Yeah.
I barely touched it, to be fair.
Nice. Yeah, it was one of them where, you know, you just like, shit.
Yeah.
Partway through, you're like, oh.
Yeah. Fucking. Yeah. Weird though, because you look like you got better as you went on. But the second rep in, you were
Oh, really?
look a grueler, and then like 4 or 5 in, you were flying. I was like, okay,
Huh?
right.
Maybe just like,
For a minute.
sometimes that first rep, you get up and then you're like,
First
right,
and the worst
okay.
one. First and the last one, the worst too, I think.
Yeah.
For a minute.
Oh, that was hard. Oh.
We're weighing it up now.
My body weight's been a bit annoying.
What, not going down?
It dropped down to a new low like last week, but then I was really ill.
Yeah.
And I think my body weight was reflecting the fact that I was ill, because it fluctuated up a kilo. But like, I had my check-in with AJ and he was like, you look leaner. I feel leaner, but also my digestion has been terrible. It's just like really slow.
How come? You change your diet or anything different? No. Where?
No, I think it was the stress from being ill. I think I'm getting a diet break again. So I imagine it will. Yeah. He's mapped it in. But yeah, like it's just being annoying. I was so ill. I drove to see my family at the weekend.
You went out to a different gym, weren't you?
Yeah. It was just like travelling on prep.
I thought they did worse.
In Essex. So like 2.5 hours. But I went to my bikini sponsor on the way, which wasn't really on the way.
Yeah.
It was just down.
It's a long day, innit?
So like she's in Surrey, which is the other side of the M25. Yeah. So like I went
it's sort of down.
an hour and a half to, well, it was an hour and 40 minutes to bikini, then an hour and a half to my parents, which would have just been 2.5 hours. But like trying to pack all of my stuff, like honestly on Wednesday, I prepped all of my meals for the whole weekend. And it took me like, I got home from the gym on Wednesday and I was feeling rough. I had trained legs and I was not feeling great. And I was cooking and prepping my food from the moment I got in, which was about 5 o'clock, till like 9 o'clock at night. It was just like, I don't know why it took me so long, but I had to eat as well in between. I had to do some steps. And
You can see you're ill, though. You just drank Hills, and you just kind of like...
And then I had to go Thursday morning. I had to go earlier because I was meant to have a speed awareness course, which is online.
Yeah.
But I was at 2:45 p.m. and I was meant to have my bikini consultation at 12:30, and I was like, I'm gonna need to be at my parents to be able to go on the pool by like 2:30 latest.
Speed to get home.
So I had to I changed the appointment to see my bikini person at 10 o'clock, but I had to leave here at 8. I had to do my cardio before, and I knew I was going to be in the car for ages, so I had to do some steps as well. I didn't pack anything on Wednesday night because I was meal prepping for so long. So then I woke up on Thursday. I had to literally run around like headless chicken the whole morning, do my cardio, come back. I packed all of my stuff in 45 minutes, popped it into the car and literally drove straight there, had the bikini consultation. I got there and I was like, I'm not feeling good. Got to my parents' house, realised I forgot my ID, so I couldn't even do the speed awareness course, and I had to pay a fine to reschedule it.
Quid?
No, I had to pay 100 quid initially, then they made me pay £39 to reschedule it, but I couldn't do it. They wouldn't let me without my ID.
Yeah, it means pretty sure, innit? That's what it is.
And I got to my parents and I was on 6,000 steps and I still had 6,500 to do. And my throat was in bits. I was feeling terrible. And I messaged AJ and I was like, AJ, I'm not really feeling very good. And he was like, okay, don't do the rest of your steps. Just relax, get a good sleep. Because I slept like shit the night before. And I managed to sleep well, but the whole weekend I wasn't feeling 100%. And I'm it's definitely it's gone now. I feel fine, but it's still the back end of that. You know, when you're just why is it still
Yeah, residual. I feel it's a bit
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think my body is just not happy because of that.
Hence diet, bro.
Yeah, but I definitely feel leaner. I can see new lines.
What would worse to compete and be one-on-one?
Oh yeah, there's nothing. I would rather just not compete if I was the only one on stage.
Come, I will pick that even one-on-one. At least you're against other people, you can kind of see where you're at. Where oh great.
It's just
One by default.
you know, people say almost they get nervous about being against people who are good. I just don't get that. I'm I want to be against the best people.
Yeah,
I want to be against people that are going to push me and challenge me, because I'd rather that than turn up and just get an easy win just to what?
Well, it makes the 20-week prep work.
Yeah.
Good than a 6-week prep. Got rid of all the struggle and still work
Yeah.
on your own anyway to that.
I'd much rather do a prep, step on stage and, maybe not win, but be against some really, really good competition than win because the standard was shit.
Oh, yeah, how many weeks out are you now?
17, 16.
Give it, yeah.
Yeah. Alright, anyway.
Okay.
Yes, please.
Lovely. Right, come on. You're still flying, come on. Yeah, come on. At least 2 more. And again, come on. Come on. Drive! Come on. More. Stay in. Nice.
Oh, I think I actually misloaded that.
Misloaded?
Yeah, didn't put enough on.
I did think you flying there.
Yeah. When you said that, I was like,
You missed 2.5?
yeah. That's all right. Still good set.
I saw it and I didn't think like, maybe you just put it in rep range. I was like,
Did she mean to do that?
this is that.
No, I didn't. Oh well. Pec deck now. I just have 2 sets on here. I've already done one of them. So I obviously have 2 lateral raise variations in this session, and this one is slightly more biasing towards the length and range, so I'll take some more partial reps on this set. So I'll do like the Y raise is a little bit more challenging in the short, whereas this is more challenging in the lengthened, so just rinse the shit out of the lengthened range at the end. Tricep stration. That's mad. My tricep has never looked that lean. Whoa. Tricep extensions, which I honestly just do with the same cable and the cuff. And then I have a skull crusher with dumbbells. So this I'm doing first because this is more challenging in the short. Then the skull crusher is a little bit more challenging in the lengthened for the triceps. And that is it. Whoa, my delts. Whoa. Pretty cool, that. Oh, nose is running a bit. I've started to do this with the cables now because I was doing it with dumbbells, but probably not the safest. So this is just a bit quicker and easier. Oh. Ooh, actually, that does not feel good on my elbow. Ooh. Hello everyone. So it's actually the next day. It is Tuesday. I don't know why I always do this. Tuesday the something. What day is it? It is Tuesday the 20th of May is actually the next day. So obviously the last clip you saw was me training and that was a really good session. At the end, I always just hop onto the treadmill, do some steps, and I also had a call that I had to get back to. So I decided not to wrap up the video while I was at the gym. I don't actually know how much footage I had, so I'm not sure what else I'll film for this week's video. But I thought I'd also just, show you actually what I'm currently having as my meal one, because I don't think I've shown this yet, because I think I've said this before, but I have 4 meals a day at the moment, just because that works really, really well for me. And I like to prep most of my meals, especially on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, because they are heavier work days. So I like to prep this meal, and I absolutely love this. It might look a bit funky, but this is actually just like an egg bake. So it's eggs, egg whites, lots of veg. So there's courgette, tomatoes, mushrooms, and spinach. And then I have bacon medallions and then these lean sausages from Aldi. And I literally just like put it all together in a dish, put it in the oven for an hour, and then keep it in this Tupperware. And then that is my meal one, ready to eat. So then when I want to eat it, I literally just, you'll see, get it out and have it, pretty much. So I don't know why I've got the scales out actually. Oh no, I've got them out to weigh my mayo. And then I have a little bit of mayo and ketchup with this. And I have it cold. I feel like maybe I'm weird, but I really do not care about food being like hot or cold. Like I can eat most food quite happily cold. I actually really enjoy this meal cold. So that's what I do. So a little bit of ketchup, a little bit of mayo, and then that is my first meal. So I will eat this. My camera's about to die, which is a little bit annoying, but I thought I'd also just show you this. So yeah, that is my first meal. I have just edited that vlog, and again, I don't even think I need to say this at the end of each video. I didn't outro it, so we're outroing it now while I'm editing it, as always. But yeah, I thought I'd actually just leave this video this week as kind of like a raw training video. I tried not to edit it too much because I kind of want it to feel like you're almost like in the session with me. So let me know if you guys enjoyed that style of video. I like to kind of switch it up a little bit, do different types of videos each week. So yeah, let me know what you think of that training kind of video, because I feel like people like these sort of videos. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed, and if you got to the end of this video, instead of an emoji, what we're going to do is, I want to know what consistency do you have your cream of rice. I did a poll on Instagram about this the other day, but I want to know from the YouTube family, how do you have your cream of rice? Because if you watched the video, you will have seen Harry's just absolutely atrocious cream of rice, which looked like soup. And then Alex, another friend in the gym, he said he likes his like basically like cement. So, is it soup consistency, cement consistency like Alex, or mashed potato consistency? So comment down below, soup, cement, or mash. I want to know. I have it like mashed potato, and I think that is the only way to have it. And if you have it any other way, I'm judging you very hard. And if you want to know how to make it like mashed potato, maybe I'll do a video. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed. Catch you in the next one. Goodbye. See you later. See you next week.